There actually is an ideal sequence of how you should eat your meals throughout the course of the day in terms of how you actually structure your proteins and your fats when you're following a ketogenic diet. You see, a lot of people ask me to do a video on a full day of eating. The reality is that changes all the time. But one thing does pretty much stay the same no matter what if I'm on a ketogenic diet. I'm going to outline it here in this video. I call it the protein sandwich hypothesis. And it's not because I eat a bunch of sandwiches that are high in protein. It's because of how I actually allocate my protein throughout the course of the day in ways that are backed by science. And I think that this can help you out a lot when it comes down to maintaining optimal ketone levels throughout the course of the day. So you have more energy, burn more fat, and have more cognitive awareness that doesn't ebb and flow throughout the rest of the day. Hey, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can get all kinds of keto, fasting, and natural health videos every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday at 7 a.m. Pacific time. And hit that little bell to turn on notifications so you can join my live broadcasts whenever I do them. All right, so what the heck do I mean by a protein sandwich? Well, what I mean is how you allocate your protein throughout the course of the day. You see, you shouldn't necessarily just be consuming equal amounts of fat and protein throughout the course of the day. If you understand when your body utilizes protein the most and when your body utilizes carbs the most and even fats the most, you can get a better idea of how your day should look. So we want to start with something that is known as the dawn phenomena. This isn't just something that Thomas DeLauer made up. This is something that has been known to exist for quite a while when it comes down to diabetic patients. People that are suffering from diabetes end up having this thing called the dawn phenomena, where in the morning their blood glucose levels are naturally higher. Now, the reason it's a phenomena is simply because what happens is the liver dumps a lot of the carbohydrates into the bloodstream around 3 or 4 a.m. or a couple hours after we wake. And it does this because it sort of syncs in with our circadian rhythm. The body is very, very fascinating, and it's very, very smart. So it has the ability to start understanding our circadian rhythm and when we wake up. What that means is that the body knows that you're about to get up, so it dumps a lot of glucose into the bloodstream so that when you do wake up and you do have your cortisol levels go up to help your blood pressure get up, they actually have something to work with. It gets your blood glucose up so you can start your day. Now, what happens is people that are on a ketogenic diet still have this dawn phenomena occur. And it's even more extreme because it's noticeable because your insulin levels and your blood glucose levels are usually a little bit lower on a keto diet. So what happens is the liver dumps the glycogen and it dumps whatever it has in the way of carbohydrates to elevate the blood glucose up. And you'll notice that your ketone levels are a little bit lower in the morning than they are throughout the rest of the day. So this is why in the morning I recommend keeping protein very, very low and focusing more so on fats. This could be as simple as even having bulletproof coffee, or it could be as simple as having eggs with just the yolk because you're focusing more on the fats than the protein. Why? Because the protein has more of a chance of going through gluconeogenesis and adding more carbohydrates or glucose into your bloodstream when you already have a fair bit occurring from the dawn phenomena to begin with. So basically, all I'm saying here is keep your protein lower in the morning and keep your fats higher. So now your body is able to create more ketones right when you wake up because you're not stunting the production by giving it protein, you're adding fats, which are going to be fuel for the ketone production. So then we move on into lunch. See, lunchtime is where I usually add the protein and reduce the fats a little bit. And here's my reasoning behind this. You see, at this point, your body is already cranking. It's already utilizing fats. You've added the high fats in the morning, so it's primed it, and it now knows how to use the fats as a fuel source. So it's revving along. And then lunchtime comes along. This is where I recommend depriving your body of the fats a little bit. Give yourself some protein so that the body has no choice but to continue burning fats. In this case, you're depriving it of dietary fat, so it starts to pull it from your adipose tissue. So now you're starting to understand the protein sandwich. Protein low in the morning, a little bit higher at lunchtime, so your fats are lower. And then we bring protein back down and fats high again in the evening time. So in essence, what is happening here is you're reducing calories and fat midday so that your body has no choice but to go into somewhat of a deficit and use your stored body fat. Then at the end of the day, we increase our calories a little bit, we increase our fat, and we reduce our protein so that our body can start making ketones again, so that we can get into a situation where in the evening time, we can overcome that dawn phenomena where the body releases carbs. So to make this very, very simple, because I know it's complex, you're having higher fat, lower protein in the morning, lower fat, higher protein midday, and then lower protein, high fat again in the evening time to encourage ketone production at night, to encourage fat burning a little bit more at night. So how does this all play in with a workout though? Well, that's just the thing. Believe it or not, you don't even have to focus on how you time your meals with your workouts, especially on a ketogenic diet. Studies are now starting to completely disprove the whole protein anabolic window after a workout thing. Your protein synthesis stays elevated for 24 hours after a workout. So don't think that you need to eat some high fat or even high protein right after a workout. Your body is going to be able to synthesize the right amount of protein that it needs throughout the course of the day. So all you have to focus on is your protein sandwich, and it makes matters really, really simple. So I hope this clears some confusion up on what to eat throughout the course of the day. I'm happy to dive a little bit deeper and give you a little bit more of a peek into what I would eat in the course of a day. But fair warning, it changes quite a bit, and it changes with science too. That's kind of the beauty of what I do. So as always, keep it locked in here in my videos. If you have ideas for more, put them in the comment section below. I'll see you soon.